All right, let's talk about Assam. Imagine this. You're face to face with a massive one-horned rhino in the morning. And by the afternoon, you're being welcomed into a village that literally floats on a river island. Sounds pretty incredible, right? Well, that's exactly the kind of trip we're going to map out today. We're combining the wild heart of the Pobatora Sanctuary with the amazing cultural soul of Majuli Island. So let's dive right in.
Okay, so here's the game plan. First up, a quick intro to Assam just to get our bearings. Then we're jumping straight into the action at Pabatora, the Rhino Heartland. After that, we'll head over to the incredible river island of Majuli to soak in the culture. And of course, at the end, we'll wrap it all up with everything you need to plan this exact adventure for yourself. All right, first things first, let's get a feel for Assam. This place is basically the gateway to Northeast India. It's a land completely shaped by the mighty Brahmaputra River. And trust me, life here it moves to a totally different beat. So you hear about places, but what's the real story behind Assam? I mean, beyond the usual headlines. Well, it's a place where you can literally be feet away from what looks like a living dinosaur one day, and the very next, find yourself in a village built on the water. It's this amazing mix of raw, wild nature and just incredibly deep culture. So whatever you think you know about Assam, just set it aside for a bit. We're about to uncover what makes this place so unforgettable. Okay, let's get to the good stuff. Our first stop, Pobuttara, the Rhino Heartland. And what makes this place so special? Well, think about most national parks. They're usually a mission to get to, right? Not Pobuttara. It's just a 90-minute drive from Guwahati, the main city. That means a truly world-class wildlife experience is unbelievably easy to get to.
And check this out. There's one number that says it all. 102. What's that? That's the number of greater one-horned rhinos packed into this one single sanctuary. This gives Pobatora the highest density of rhinos anywhere on Earth. So what does that mean for you, the traveler? It means seeing a rhino isn't a maybe or a hope so. Nope. It's pretty much a guarantee.
And this is what you come all this way to see. I mean, look at that. There is just nothing like watching these armored giants grazing just a little ways away from you. It's a total thrill. This is the core Assam experience, and honestly, Pobitora is the absolute best place to do it. So how do you actually see them? You've got two awesome options. The Jeep Safari is great. It lets you cover a lot of ground, get a big, wide view of the whole sanctuary. But the early morning elephant safari, that's something else entirely. It takes you right off the path, deep into the grasslands for a really quiet, up-close and personal encounter. So it's really a choice. Do you want the big picture, or do you want that intimate moment? And you know what the best part is? A trip here is so easy and super budget-friendly. You can grab a room right near the park entrance for about 800 rupees a night. And food? You can get a delicious local thali for around 120 bucks. I mean, come on. It's a mind-blowing wildlife adventure that seriously won't break the bank. All right, so we've had our wildlife thrill. Now, we're going to shift gears completely. Welcome to Majuli, the river island. We're leaving the rhinos behind and heading straight for the cultural soul of Assam. This is the world's largest river island, just sitting there, right in the middle of the massive Brahmaputra River. You know, getting to Majuli is half the adventure. It starts with a pretty long drive, and then you get to the ferry point. They call it a ghat. And you literally watch as they load your car onto this big, flat boat. Then, as you start crossing that enormous river, you can just feel the mainland and all its noise and hustle just fading away behind you. This really says it all. A traveler who just got there said this, and it just perfectly captures the feeling of Majuli. Seriously, the moment you step off that ferry, there's this incredible sense of peace. The air gets quiet, life slows way down, and you feel this calm wash over you. It's one of those places that doesn't ask you to do anything, it just invites you to be. But Majuli is so much more than just a peaceful, beautiful island. It's a living, breathing center of Assamese culture, and it's home to the Mishing tribe. So let's explore what makes life here so unique. Okay, so if you really want to get Majuli, there are 3 things you absolutely have to do. Number 1, stay in a traditional bamboo cottage. They're built on stilts. It's the best way to feel like a local. Number 2, take a tour through a Mishing village. It's the only way to really understand their connection to the river. And number 3, this is a non-negotiable. You have to visit the Samaguri Satra. It's this incredible monastery that's keeping this centuries-old art form alive. And while you're there, chances are you'll be offered a taste of something called apang. So what is it?
It's the traditional rice beer of the Mishing people. They brew it right at home with fermented rice and all sorts of local herbs. It's more than just a drink, it's a real taste of their hospitality and a huge part of the social fabric on the island. Okay, let's go back to that monastery I mentioned, the Samagudri Setra. This place is famous for one thing, its mind-blowing tradition of mask making. And get this, they've been keeping this craft alive since the 1600s. These aren't just masks you hang on a wall. They're characters brought to life in plays about Hindu epics. Every single one is handmade from bamboo, clay, and cloth. And the results? I mean, look at those faces. They're just so expressive. All right, we've seen the rhinos, we've felt the calm of the island. Now for the final piece of the puzzle. Let's get practical. This is where we break down exactly how you can plan this amazing trip for yourself. Okay, listen up, because in Assam, timing is everything. The sweet spot, the absolute best time to go, is between October and April. The weather's beautiful, the migratory birds are there, the rivers are calm, it's perfect. On the flip side, you really, really want to avoid June to September. That's monsoon season. We're talking severe flooding, the wildlife parks are shut down, and just getting around becomes a nightmare. So, yeah, plan accordingly. So how do you put it all together? Here is a perfect little 5-day plan that blends both experiences seamlessly. You start with 2 days getting your wildlife fix at Pulbatora. Then you spend 2 days soaking up the incredible culture of Majuli. And we've got the travel days baked right in. It's a fantastic pace that lets you really enjoy both worlds without ever feeling like you're in a rush. And the big question, what's this going to cost? Well, the great news is that Assam is a really affordable place to travel. If you're on a tight budget, you can easily get by on about 1,500 rupees a day. Want a few more comforts? A mid-range budget of around 2,500 rupees per day is a totally comfortable target. So I guess that just leaves one final question, right? Are you ready for this? Assam offers this incredibly rare combination of pure, wild adventure and something that really touches your soul. It's a trip that hits all your senses and gives you stories you'll be telling forever. Really, the only thing left to do is go.